going on, rollerbladers? Yes, I'm a little bit less furry than I once was in the last video. But anyway, so as the title would imply, we are, I say we, me and Sam. So I'm meeting up with Sam, who has a pair of Mesmers, and the John Bolino, the new Mesmer John Bolino Pro Skate. And so he's had them for about 2 weeks. It's been about 2 weeks since we've talked about them in the last video, card in the corner. And so we're gonna meet back up with Sam here at Bandera Skate Park here close to San Antonio here in Texas. And we're going to have a little session, have a little fun, and then talk a little bit about, because he's skated them over kind of the last 2 weeks at different parks and stuff like that. And so we're gonna talk about his impressions after the first 2 weeks of skating the Mesmers, what he likes, what he doesn't like, I think he's changed a couple things. So we're gonna get his insights and see what he has to say. Make sure that if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. If you do like it, it helps get rollerblading out to more people here on YouTube, and that's the goal of this channel. So, and also make sure to ring that little bell to make sure to know exactly when I upload new videos. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to it.
Yeah, Ben. Yeah, Ben.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, there. Oh.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. 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 I'll take. Oh!
Yeah, Ben.
Kind of fished around for it a little bit.
But...
Ooh, that's way scarier than I thought it was, dude.
Take it, man.
I think I was.
Yeah, smooth.
Yeah.
Yes. Woo! Yeah.
Like it. Yeah.
Yeah, Ben.
Man, it turned out to be a little hotter than we were expecting, huh?
Beautiful January day.
Man, January in Texas and just sweating.
It's gonna get to 29 tomorrow, I think. So 80 degrees to 29, so a lovely 50 degree swing overnight. So that'll be fun.
You gotta love Texas.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, so you've been skating these for about 2 weeks now, right?
Yeah, so I've skated them for about 2 weeks. I got maybe 6 or 7 sessions on them so far. So I think I've got to see some of the really good things, some of the bad things about the skates so far. So obviously you can see I've changed my frames again. But so I'll kind of start from the wheel down. So the wheels that they come with, the John Bolino Mesmer wheels, are fantastic. They are great wheels. The 60mm with 90 on the outside, 95 on the inside. They feel just really, really good quality. Like any other kind of, I think they're probably poured by the same company as Undercover, USD, etc., Conjure. They just feel great. Really, really good wheels. The only reason I swapped them out on these is because these frames only take up to a 58, so I kind of went smaller.
What wheels did you go with here?
I went with the Them Danny Beers. I'm not sure about these yet. They're 56. They look cool, but I don't know. First session on them, not overly excited about. The bearings, the Wicked ABEC 9s I've got on these that come with that come stock. Amazing. Wicked's probably my favorite bearing company. I've never tried the Bones ceramics or anything like that. But yeah, I've tried some of the cheaper ones, and the Wicked ones are so much quicker, so much better, so much more durable than Bones Reds, your general kind of stock base bearings. They're great. The frames, the Kaiser fluids, I never tried them. Didn't like the look of the H block. Skated deep ones before, just didn't give them a shot. So sorry if you're here for the stock to see how the stock frames and wheels go. I'm a tinkerer. Like, this is very improvised, as you can probably tell. I am not got much planning going in.
It is what it is, man. So, I'm sure someone will find value in your experience.
I love the Lem frames. This is my first skate on the Them street frames, and they are fantastic.
Yeah, they look great, man.
Great,
big time.
The split. I was skating the Featherlight 4s for a little bit, and I felt like I was losing all my H block tricks. I wasn't a fan of the H block, and then just skating one session on these, I feel like I'm back to normal.
Good, man. Good.
Okay, sole plates. This is probably one of my favorite things about this skate. This sole plate is incredible. It is so good. It's so fast. A lot of the stuff I've been skating over the last couple of weeks has been in very skateboard heavy parks. So I've been kind of nervous about waxing stuff, and I've not had to wax things. Like ledges that are being beat to crap by BMXers and stuff like that. These sole plates are amazing. The sole space is perfect. It's big, but it's not too big, you know? The backslide groove is, I'm taking a little bit get used to that, because I still think that the Razor Cult backslide groove is probably the best business.
I think we can both agree on that one.
Yeah, you can't beat it. It's just so good. So it's taking a bit of getting used to. The negative space is massive. I've learned a ton of different negative space. You probably saw some of the stuff I was messing around with, like that top negative Mistral. I've never tried that before. That was the first time I tried it today. So I did tell a lie last time when we did the review, or the unboxing. So these are not SSM NIM sole plates, even though it had been widely reported and said on a few other outlets. It got clarified that they built this specifically for this boot.
Got it.
So sole plate's amazing. Best sole plate I've ever had. Yeah. Hands down. Super fast, super great. The boot feels good. It's a narrow boot, you know. It's no surprise. You probably, if you've seen reviews anywhere else, you probably know that it is a narrow boot. It's a throne boot. It doesn't, you kind of don't know how the best way to see it. It doesn't flex or very straight. It looks a lot chunkier than it is, but it's very narrow.
I saw a pair for sale yesterday because
really?
The guy's foot was too wide for him. So
yeah, it's a shame, because it's a great boot, but yeah, if you have a certain type of foot, probably not. Like, I have a very narrow foot. Like, Colts were wide for me, so yeah, this is a good match.
Yeah, fair enough.
One of the things that I do not like about this skate, so these cuff bolts. If anyone was familiar with the original Thrones, the cuff bolts were always a nightmare. They would come loose. These, I've had to tighten these multiple times per session. The second skate that I went out on them, one of them popped out. I know people have used Loctite and stuff and said that works well. I haven't tried that yet, but these cuff bolts are garbage. I don't know how else to say it. Like, the receptor and everything, they're bad. I remember old Thrones, they're very similar. I remember rounding so many cuff bolts, having to drill them out and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, hard. It's disappointment. It's disappointing, because yeah, you kind of expect a bit better quality on some of this. Yeah, that's not good. The buckle, people have said that they've had issues with the buckle. They say it's quite thin and outdated. Like, it's not a groundbreaking buckle. There's nothing that snaps it into place over here. and it can be a bit of a pain to take on and off. But to be honest, I've had no issues. I've had no time where the buckles come loose during skate. I know some people have said that, but I tighten my skates quite tight, so.
I didn't realize that. There's no like detent or whatever here to like actually.
I've never had any issues. And the thing
Yeah.
I kind of like about these, even though it's quite a long, thin buckle, you can get it. It will go tight, 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 tight.
Oh wow, yeah.
You can get that really, really tight on there.
Oh yeah.
And it'll wrap around the back and not have any issues. I've had a lot of skates where I've had buckles where I've had issues getting them as tight as I want them to.
Yeah.
Whether there's like a mold line or something on the back that you've had to file down to get in. I had that with the FRs, which is a pain, and the Shimas. I was never able to get them as tight as I wanted, but these, they get tight. The cuffs are kind of weird though. I feel like the longer I skate them, the looser they get. I don't know if it's that's the cuff bolt that's coming loose or if it's the plastic when it kind of warms up and gets going. So they do get a little looser than I would like them to be during a session, which is a shame.
Like just pliable, you're saying?
Yeah. And it's good for certain tricks, top sides, farbs, things like that, where you want to have. There's a lot of flex in these, where you want to have that flex. It's there, but sometimes if you're wanting to, later on in a skate, do some airs, do some transition, it does get a little looser, and I'm not sure how to fix that. It might just be, I don't know, maybe it's the liner or the cuff or what. I don't know. The liners, the big issue that a lot of people have had, they were so painful for the first couple of sessions. I didn't heat mold them properly. I screwed up with the heat molding. I did heat mold them. It didn't make much of a difference, but just skating them more, they definitely feel a lot better, a lot more comfortable.
So what did you mess up on the heat mold then?
I didn't put them in long enough. I put them in the oven until it got to the temperature and then took them straight out.
Got it.
Watch it properly.
Whoops.
So, yeah, watch to the
Sorry,
end,
Billy.
Yeah. But yeah, the heat mold made a little bit of a difference. They're kind of weird. If it's cold out and I go straight into these skates, they will still hurt until they warm up. They loosen up a bit as they warm up. As soon as they warmed up, fine, 30 minutes into a skate, even 10, 15, once you're in there, you're sweating a bit, you're getting a bit of warmth in there, they feel great after you've kind of broken them in. These tongues is one of my favorite things about these skates. And I think it's the same tongue that they got on the new Oigans, on the Shadows. It's so thick and so comfortable. That is like incredible.
The fattest
it's fat, and it's like having a cloud in front of your ankle. Really nice. I really like that. I hope more of the second skin or the MyFit go with these tongues. And the last thing that's kind of weird about these liners is they retain moisture. After a skate, they will stay damp for hours. So I don't know. There might be some smelly issues.
What are those little? Do they have those little moisture balls or whatever? Do those pull moisture out of shoes? Have you heard of those?
No,
I know there's deodorizing balls, but if you're watching, comment down below if there's ones that absorb moisture too. I'm curious. So
these they just stay so wet. I wouldn't consider myself as someone that sweats a lot, but even in cold skates, yeah. But overall, it's taken a bit of getting used to. That was probably today was probably my favorite session in them. Just getting back on a rail. Texas, we don't have many P-rails. Everything just for some reason is ledges. So
lots of ledges.
It was nice getting back on the rails today.
Yeah, we definitely took advantage of that for sure.
Yeah, last nice day for looks for a couple of weeks, but
yeah, trying to take advantage of this nice weather we have right now.
I like them. They're good skates.
Wait, you like them or you like them? No, I'm kidding.
Like those skates.
What'd you call the Themsmers? Themsmers?
Themsmers.
The Themsmers. Cool, man.
No, they're good skates. They really are. I like them. If you like the thrones, you're gonna like these. The sole plate is the biggest selling point. It's the best. Like I said, it's the best sole plate I've ever skated on. There are tricks that I was doing today that I haven't done since the early 2000s. Just the confidence getting back on these sole plates, or having these sole plates. Like fish brains. I never fish brained a P-rail. That was the first time I've done one of them in a long time. So
the Ladybug likes the Themsmers too. Can we talk about the most important thing? How good they sound when you land?
Oh yeah. So
dude,
I don't know if did we mention it last time, but there's like a plastic or there's like a foam sheet that sits in between the boot and the sole plate. It's similar to Sola, I think, did one with Dead Wheels. Or is it Dead Wheels? They did one where you basically you cut it out, you you basically trace out, and then you trace out the bottom of your boot without the sole plate on, and it fits under there. And that's what leads to that real, just that solid, no rattly, just solid.
Oh, it is like a beautiful thud.
Yeah.
If there is such a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel like, you know, I've had skates where, you know, I was looking back at some of my old clips from last year on the Colts, you know.
Yeah.
You land and it's like clunk, rattle, rattle, rattle.
Oh,
rattle,
yeah.
rattle.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Yeah, so. Yeah,
Well, cool, man. Well, cool. Well, thanks for sharing your thoughts on the Mesmers here. I almost said themsmers again.
Mesmer.
If you own a pair of Mesmers,
You almost did it
I can't
again.
say I have now that themsmers stuck in my head. Comment down below. Tell us what you think about yours. See if you have some of the same issues and some of the same good things to say. And so
shout at me for being completely wrong.
Yeah, no, I mean,
something.
Hey, listen, I know we're kind of modifying the skate a little bit here, but you know, there's a lot of people out there that are going to do the same thing. So we just wanted to give Sam's impression of his experience with the skates and what he does with them. And so I hope you found it valuable. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. And thanks again, Sam.
Yeah, anytime.
I'll put your IG again right here. And so go check him out on the IG. All right, any last words?
Have fun, go rollerblading. Enjoy.
All right, we'll see you next time. Later. Which one of these videos looks more interesting to you? This one or this one? Click one to support the channel and to support rollerblading, and I'll see you there.